Ms. Siebert, do you feel a little lonely being the only female, the only distaff member of a basically male community?
No. I think in recent years there have been more women on Wall Street that have attained good positions. And there are many registered representatives. There are several hundred, or at least a few hundred, women who are members of the Analyst Society.
Oh, I'm going to cut it.
You're on.
Okay. Ms. Siebert, do you feel a little lonely being the only distaff member of a basically male financial community?
No, I used to feel a little lonely, and I used to feel quite outnumbered. But in recent years, there are more and more women who are gaining a pretty good stature down on Wall Street. There are a couple of hundred girls that are members of the New York Society of Security Analysts, and I believe there are now about 55 women partners of Wall Street firms.
Oh, you're the first one to reach the floor, as it were.
I'm the first woman to own a seat, yes.
What has been the reaction among the other male members of the stock exchange? What reaction have they had to a woman coming aboard?
Well, I would say on balance, most of the men have been for it. As long as a woman is qualified, and I can prove my qualifications based on my production, I had very little opposition.
You don't expect to find any more opposition when you're making your sales contacts?
I don't believe so. The people at the exchange were absolutely great about selling me a seat, or having me buy a seat. My clients, and I asked many of them before I tried to buy a seat, were all for it.
Were any of them surprised that a woman would want to take a seat?
Some of them were a little surprised, and some said, well, on balance, everyone was for it.
What has been the reaction among the people that you sell to? Have these people had anything to say? Are they ever reluctant to sell to you?
Originally, when I started out, certain people were surprised. One of my former partners said, I'm going to send my partner to see you, and incidentally, she's a girl. But I found that after I got to know people, and I did have a few years experience as purely an analyst first. And I was active in the Analyst Society, so I was known through the Analyst Society. And after people get to know you, they're probably a little more courteous to a girl or to a woman than they are to a man.
Are you planning to join the rest of the men on the floor?
I don't think so. My talents are not in that direction. I've spent years building up research talents. I've spent 5 or 6 years now building up institutional talents. I think it would be a waste of many years of work to try to go down on the floor. The floor in itself is a very specialized job, and I don't have the qualifications.
You're not just being diplomatic. You're not trying to avoid making waves by joining your fellow men down there.
No, I don't think I'm known to be a diplomat. But I would say that when you handle institutional orders of the kind that I get, it takes a skill. There are some days when you might buy 80% of the stock that trades. There are some days when you might not buy any.
Some days you don't make a nickel.
That's right. And I couldn't be on the phone talking to clients and be on the floor at the same time.
Thank you very much.